Later, their lives play on. Will there be new storylines or a continual replay of existing plots?
Just when I was wondering who would turn the gray skies blue, you were passing along the way and you brighten up my day. Extraordinary people with the love you bring. When you came into my life like a rainbow in the sky, it's here you stay.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Changing Lives, Return of the Extraordinary People. Today we'll be revisiting a man with a rather unique family. Hong Giok Hwa spent his growing up years with his foster sister Ivy. In her 38 years, Ivy has only left her adopted home once and only to return shortly. And today, she depends on this brother for all her needs because Ivy was born with Down syndrome and a hole in her heart. Over the last 7 years, the demands on Giok Hwa have changed, but for him, life has one constant, being Ivy's best shelter and most faithful vanguard.
In the tussle with my mother, over the last 6 years, I believe I have made a point so clear to her that there's no turning back as far as Ivy is concerned. I'm moved by any kind of difficulties that I face, and I was glad that I stayed true to myself, and I want to embrace Ivy's life as long I have mine. And my mother has seen it, and I believe that over these years, she has come to terms with it to a large extent, even though it is not to her best interest. But for Ivy, life has to move on.
Ivy's life has moved on, slow but remarkable, from a vegetable state at birth to a 37-year-old adult, able-bodied. Her day now starts and ends on this $120 rattan chair with a specially tailored height. Hers is a world of silence and peace. No one knows her thoughts, her feelings. She's unable to verbalize any. With a mental age of not more than 2, she does not know the load Hong Giok Hwa has to bear just so she could enjoy family warmth. Have him as a lifeline.
I grew up with Ivy since young. It has become the natural extension of me to take care of her, to love her. But over the years, I begin to have a closer attachment for her, more so because that she's able to see the need for love, for care. She has come to me more frequent than before. So much so that I have to put the extra attention on her. I believe that she, own mind could see that I'm spending a lot of time with my children and I have drawn away the time from her. And I believe so that she could perceive it in her mind, and so much so that she comes to me instead of coming to the main, probably in drawing my attention to her. If it's for the internal clock, through the 555 timer. Okay, switch second position is for your external clock. You can send an external pulse.
As a polytechnic lecturer, Hong is used to drawing the students' attention and showering them with his. Little has changed in this part of his life for the last 9 years. He has to put in about 16 hours a week in his teaching, leaving him more time to be home compared with his wife. She's a buyer with a computer company. Back home, the demand on his time and attention does not seem to end. The energy of this 44-year-old father can sometimes spread thin between his 3 children and Ivy.
My first son, who is now 9 years old, he has come of age to question me on the existence of Ivy into our family. I believe that it is mainly because that my son, being a firstborn, has all the attention that he has, and now that he could see that has been given to Ivy, because for Ivy, whenever she comes to me, and I would give her the immediate attention, and I see that as something very crucial for her, because I am the only one to her in her life, so I must not reject her. Come.
It has never occurred to me that my son is rejecting her, but it's just very normal. From time to time, normal child playing tantrum that he wants extra extension. Yeah, but I think since day one he's born into this family, that Ivy is already here. So I think it's very natural for them to see Ivy as part of the family. We didn't really make a point of saying Ivy auntie or whatever. To us, actually, to me, I think I have always treated her like a child, like another child.
Ivy is no ordinary child. The unconditional love given to Ivy cannot be battery-powered all the time. Hong's major task is